come out to do a stealth camp at a huge shopping centre. It's busy, but I think I've found somewhere where I'll be able to find a spot and stay the night. And then I'll be able to go in the shopping centre, get some food. So let's see if I can find somewhere to camp. It was a little bit tricky to get in, and I had to do it when there was no cars. So I'm in. And this is my area, believe it or not. A beautiful woodland overlooking the lake, and through the trees on the other side is a huge shopping centre. Lots of daylight. I've got time to go out for the night in the shopping centre, get some nice food. The options are endless. You name it, there's everything. Every type of food. So I'll take you, have a look around there. I think I'm going to put a hammock somewhere here. It's covered by the dense bushes from there. I get a bit of the sunshine that way. I don't know, there's not much not to like here, is there? So I'm going to get things in. So safely negotiated. I'll take you through my kit, but basically all my kit today, everything for this stealth camp is in here. Look at that, super stealthy. You never know I'm going on a stealth camp. So, and as you can see, I'm dressed in my civvies. No sort of big heavy boots, no camo, because if you're going for a stealth camp in an urban area, one thing that will give yourself away is if you look like a commando, fully camoed out. Yes, when you're in the bushes maybe you can wear the camo, but walking through an urban area, that's another story. So you don't want to raise suspicions. I should be able to go to the shopping centre without looking too suspicious and make my way back here later. So you probably see just through the bushes the cars in the car park. There's a car coming out now, and that's the huge shopping centre. Now, a good thing to do with the bike is cover it up, because it, you know, from above, or maybe from people look down that bank, they will see the silver. So I've got my tarp, which I don't really need tonight because I'm not expecting any rain. Well, we'll see, but I'm going to use my tarp, my camo tarp, to cover my bike. Bringing your bike on the stealth camp is always preferable to the car. I could have taken the car and just parked it in the car park, but I would have got picked up on the CCTV. No doubt number plate recognition. So that's why I come on the bike, and I can leave the bike here and just go on foot and disappear. So I'll cover the bike with the tarp. Much better, and you wouldn't notice that from a distance. Camo stealth bike. So now I'm gonna probably hang my hammock between these two trees, this one and that one, although they do seem a big distance apart. As always, I used a compound hammock, the One Tigris compound, which I like, and it's very reasonable. And the hammock is probably the best, I'd say, for a stealth camp, because for a stealth camp, uneven ground, you can't be a bivvy here, and you couldn't put your tent here, but a hammock is perfectly hidden here in the trees. So that's it, gave it a bit of a stretching. You can see I've got it tied to trees not too high, but because of the slope I'm fine. It's fairly sort of levelish. So that's home for the night, the home with the view. So set up. It's now plenty of time for a nice evening. 6:45. It's time for a little bit of a drink and a relax, I think. Look at this Doom Bar. I'll tell you a story about that in a minute, but this is the 0% one because I'm no alcohol, no compromise. It's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to this. Nice and cold as well. You should come shopping here a bit more often. Brings a whole new meaning to going shopping. So there you go, cheers. Really nice, very malty. These alcohol-free beers now, they taste like real beer. Really nice flavour, very sort of amber ale. So the story about Doom Bar. Well, my dad's friend, he was the inventor of Doom Bar in Cornwall. Now my dad, he's got a YouTube channel called Rolling Strong with Razo. Razo, R-A-Z-Z-O. And check it out, his channel. He's the real day tripper, he's the inspiration, my inspiration. He just celebrated his 80th birthday, believe it or not, and he's still rolling strong. He's in the Philippines, still being adventurous, still trying new things, and he's living with a family on a tribal patch in the Philippines. So check out his channel. He shared a few of his adventures in the jungle. He's very funny, he's very creative, a little bit eccentric. Maybe that's where I get it from. Please go and check out his channel, like his videos, subscribe, he would love that. But just the story about my dad's friend. He was working in Cornwall, always brewing beer. When I was a teenager, we'll go to visit and he would always have home brew going, and he became a bit of an expert. He was definitely an expert at drinking. In fact, he had such a big belly. I remember once he said, "Oh, I am the greatest," and his son said to him, "Oh yes, that's right Dad, round the middle." So that's because he drank so much of his homebrew beer. So he loved a drop of beer, but then he started working for a pub, had many jobs, but he worked for a pub down there in Cornwall, and then he came up with the Doom Bar beer, the ingredients, the brew, and he started brewing it with this pub landlord and a microbrewery, and then it started to become really popular, and then in the end it took off. And it got purchased by, I think Sharps bought it, or the big brewery bought it for over £3 million. But unfortunately, my dad's friend, he didn't get a penny of it because the landlord from the pub just went off and did the deal by himself and cut him out of it. I don't know, some people. So anyway, remember that he invented Doom Bar, and here I am today enjoying the beer that my dad's friend came up with, even though he didn't make a penny out of it. Okay, it's time to explore, so I put the hammock under the tarp safely, everything's dry, leave it there. I just take my few valuables with me in this rather bright Sainsbury's bag. I'm going to make my way out and I'll show you the shopping centre, and then I'm going to go for some food and enjoy some food before coming back to camp in this delightful huge shopping centre stealth camp. One of the rules of stealth camping is not coming out of your camp in case you get spotted. Not busy tonight. No, I don't think so. Lots of choices. Burritos, KFC, Greg's. Lots of choices here. Ask Italian, Comcho, Libana, Nando's, but I'm determined to get Five Guys, so I'm going to be getting the Five Guys. There we have the Five Guys. I'm going to take it back to camp. Getting really hungry now, can't wait for this burger and fries. You can see how busy it was in the huge shopping centre. I'd much rather eat the burger outdoors in the hammock overlooking a lake, wouldn't you? And it looks to be just like I left it, thankfully. Main thing is get the hammock up and let's get eating this burger. All ready for the burger in here. It's gonna be good. But nice chips. It's definitely not the cheapest. I mean, this is like burger and fries, £13, but it's very good. They have the real potatoes, real cut potatoes, not like just the like McDonald's chips. Is this a first? I've never seen another YouTube camping video having Five Guys. Thing is, on a stealth camp like this, next to a huge shopping centre, you can have whatever you like and come back to the woods. It's brilliant. This hobby of ours, wild camping, stealth camping, I mean, once you've got the gear, it's there to use, isn't it? And then This is a cheap night out, really, isn't it? At like £13. Where can you go for £13 for a night out? Now for the main thing of the evening, food-wise, the burger. What's the Five Guys burger like? Well, it's a burger with bacon and cheese, so let's see. So that's it. It looks a bit messy, doesn't it? I don't think it's going to do my cholesterol much good. But all the hiking I do, surely that will compensate for eating this burger, won't it? It's a thumbs up, but next time I'm going to have a small one, I think. I'll just put it out there. I don't really understand why it's twice the price of a Big Mac meal or something like that. But, you know. Anyway, I better do something now and set up rest of camp before it's totally dark. So I've got my One Tigris quilt tonight. Packs down really well. It's a new piece of kit I haven't shown you, but it's down, so I want to get that in the hammock, get it set up so it starts to loft, so it'll be warm enough. So we'll see what that's like. It'll be nice trying to sleep in a quilt in the hammock. I think that'll give me more room, because when you have a mummy sleeping bag, sometimes it's quite tight in the hammock. And I'll put the underquilt underneath, so it should be plenty warm. So all set up now. As you can see, I've got my underquilt on and my other quilts lofting up inside. So all set up, going dark. I'm now just going to go walk back to the shopping centre to get rid of my rubbish. I don't want this burger hanging around for the badgers, you know what I mean? Must be a bin somewhere. There you go, leave no trace. When I said it was stealth camping by a huge shopping centre, I meant huge. It's going totally quiet now. So I'm in the hammock. That's the street light you can see. You can hear the road slightly, but it's quietening down. It's very comfortable and lovely and warm. So I'm just really laying low now. It's like after 10 now, 10:30ish. Shopping centre's going to sleep, and I'm going to sleep too. So I look forward to seeing you in a minute, in the morning. So it's midnight, and the rain has come. So fortunately, I was quick enough just to put the tarp straight over the top, but it's only going to be a light shower, not a heavy rain video. Hammock tarp tent. I can't afford to lie down a blanket to get wet. Any insulation will be gone, so it's critical I stay dry. So no panic, all sorted. Time flies. It's 6 AM now, 6 o'clock. Beautiful morning, sun is rising, and a new day begins in the huge shopping centre. Had a good night, a hammock night camping, I'll put it that way. Dozed, bit of sleep. If you want 8 hours of sleep, you don't do this, basically. But anyway, it was a good night. I was dry, I was warm. The underquilt is brilliant. It was dry, it's lofted. Really recommend this underquilt. It's perfect in a hammock. You can see how much that's lofted now, and it's just much more comfortable in the hammock than before, because you've got more space. You just put it over you when you get a bit chilly, and then you can loosen it when you're getting too warm. So I hope you enjoyed this one. It's interesting going for a stealth camp, then being in nature, and then going into the shopping centre to get your food, get your meal. total contrast between outdoors and the sort of crazy commercial life we live. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and again, please like the video, please subscribe if you haven't. I want to thank all the new subscribers, really appreciate it. I appreciate the support, it just encourages me to do more basically. It's really encouraging to know that people enjoy watching the videos, so thank you so much. Please leave a comment, maybe if you never have, just leave a comment, I appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you on the next adventure. So bye for now.